the world looking at this little black preacher, and he's saying, I want you to help me help you. You know? I want you to get rid of some of that bigotry.
Hi, I'm Terry Moore, and I have the privilege and the honor to have a conversation with Mr. Louis Morton in regards to the Martin Luther King Jr. March, which was August 28th in 1963. And this is a 50th celebration of this march. So I'm just really passionate. I want to learn more from Mr. Morton, and you're going to learn more too as we talk to him. So Mr. Morton, you are the historic figure, actually did the march with Martin Luther King Jr., and you heard the speech, I Am a Dream. You heard the speech.
I heard it. I was there. A bunch of us went down to Washington from New York, Brooklyn, and we took buses down there. And we got down there, and it was a festive. You know, young people, I mean, we thought it was going to be a party. We knew that it was supposed to be serious, and I suspect that after a while we got into the seriousness of it. But it was, as I say, festive. We got there in D.C., the buses parked, people gave us food. We went to churches, people gave us food. They gave us places to stay. There were people there of all colors, and I did not see anyone frowning. Everybody was happy, looking at each other, shaking hands, because there were people there more than likely who understood the significance of it more so than I did at the time. When he got into his speech, that is the thing I think that captivated me. Because one of the things that most of us understood, those of us who felt that we had some, some modicum of knowledge, of education, we took King to be someone who was highbrow. And he did speak lofty. And he started to speak, and you went up to it. You went up to it, because as he started saying things, you could relate to them. You could relate to them because this guy was standing there in front of all these people and using the language. He put words together in a way that was like weaving a basket. Everything has to be right in order for the basket to hold something, to contain something. And everything that he said was geared toward people being equal, geared toward people trying to make it and others trying to give them a chance to make it.
I'm take you back.
Yeah.
Take you back August 28th.
Yeah.
1963.
Mm-hmm.
You're standing there.
Yeah.
You're looking at people. Mm-hmm. You're listening. You're with your friends. But at the end of the day, what was the one greatest memory that you had?
I think the one greatest memory was seeing those people. If you looked out over those people, and it was so interesting because there were no disruptions, there was no violence. People were looking at each other, giving congratulations about things that he was saying. It was as though they had said them. Yeah, that's right, brother, that's right. Yeah, preach, preach. It was magnificent. It was magnificent because you looked over at people of various colors, and they would be shaking their head.
How did that day and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s voice inspire you in your own personal life?
Well, in my own personal life, I eventually became a reporter going through Columbia Grad School of Journalism, and it was something that I wanted to do, but didn't have all of the equipment in terms of the visceral to go out and do it. But after I saw him, I went knocking on doors. I want to be a reporter. I want to be a reporter, I'll work in the mailroom, I'll do this. And eventually I did get to be a reporter. And I have to think that this is part and parcel of what I eventually got to do, something I loved. And this man was so inspiring to me. He was inspiring to people in other countries. This was probably one of the most magnificent times in my life to hear someone putting words together like that. I have a dream. You think that maybe that's the end of it, but as he goes along and he uses language and he brings in his daughters, or he does this or he does that, this sent chills up my spine because of that ability he had to use his voice in that old preaching style. And that thing that he said resonated. That thing that he said, I have a dream. And when he said it, it was mine. It was mine because he was talking to me. And about 200 million other people. But it was mine. Right. And I thought it was probably the greatest part, because there's where he begins to bring it home, Yeah, I got a dream and I want you to know about it. And everybody there, it's me he's talking to. It's me, it's my dream. It's magnificent.